Stephen Colbert has never been one to back away from controversy. Whether it's through biting political satire, on-the-nose monologues, or cheeky interviews, the Late Show host has carved out a reputation for walking the line, and occasionally stomping right over it. But now, as his contract with CBS inches closer to its end, Colbert is sending signals loud and clear. He's ready to push boundaries even further, and if that puts him at odds with the network, so be it. In recent weeks, viewers and industry insiders alike have noted a discernible shift in Colbert's tone. Monologues have grown sharper, interview segments have become more unfiltered, and jabs at the very network that signs his checks have started to appear more frequently. For longtime fans, it's a welcome return to the more rebellious Colbert of his Colbert Report days. For CBS executives, however, it might be cause for concern. The tension comes at a time when late-night television itself is undergoing a metamorphosis. Once the crown jewel of network broadcasting, the late-night slot has lost considerable ground to streaming platforms, viral clips, and a younger generation that's more likely to consume comedy on TikTok than tune in at 11:35 p.m. The days when Johnny Carson ruled the night are long gone. Today, the battleground is digital, and Colbert seems acutely aware of that. By pushing boundaries and leaning into the chaos, Colbert is arguably trying to future-proof his brand. If CBS isn't willing to follow him into that brave new world, then perhaps he's daring them to cut him loose early, allowing him to pivot to something more disruptive and less constrained. After all, Colbert is no stranger to reinvention. His transition from Comedy Central's conservative parody persona to the more earnest, politically aware host of The Late Show was seamless. Who's to say he can't do it again? Some media analysts believe Colbert is testing the waters for a potential exit from network television altogether. He's clearly emboldened, says Lisa Romero, a TV critic and media analyst based in Los Angeles. You don't make jokes about your own bosses unless you're either bulletproof or planning your next act. And Colbert is smart enough to know which one he is. Part of the speculation stems from a series of recent episodes that have been, to put it mildly, eyebrow-raising. One segment in particular, a parody skit mocking network censors, ended with Colbert looking directly into the camera and saying, "What are they gonna do, fire me?" The moment sparked a frenzy on social media, with many interpreting it as a direct challenge to CBS. Behind the scenes, sources close to the production suggest that Colbert has grown increasingly frustrated with corporate oversight. There's a real sense that he wants to do more, say more, push more buttons, says an anonymous staff member. He's tired of tiptoeing. And honestly, a lot of us are behind him on that. CBS, for its part, has remained largely silent on the matter. Executives have declined to comment publicly on Colbert's recent comments or his future with the network. But insiders say meetings have become more tense, with some higher-ups growing wary of just how far Colbert might go. There's admiration for his talent, no doubt, one executive said. But there's also anxiety, because once someone starts talking like that, you can't predict what they'll do next. The broader implications for late-night television are considerable. If Colbert were to leave or be let go early, it would mark a seismic shift in the genre. Currently, he commands one of the highest-rated programs in the time slot, routinely beating out competitors like Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel. His departure could leave a massive vacuum, one that CBS may struggle to fill, especially at a time when younger audiences are turning away from traditional broadcasting. Even more intriguingly, it might open the door for Colbert to redefine what late night even means. He's already shown an interest in podcasting, live streaming, and short-form video. A move to a platform like Netflix, YouTube, or even an independent channel could offer him the creative freedom he's reportedly craving. He's got the clout in the audience, Romero notes. If anyone can reinvent the format, it's Colbert. And let's not forget, Colbert isn't just a TV host. He's a seasoned performer, writer, and producer with decades of experience in entertainment. He knows how to play the long game. Every eyebrow-raising moment, every not-so-subtle jab, every seemingly offhand comment. These aren't mistakes. They're chess moves. And right now, it appears Colbert is several moves ahead. There's also a political dimension to consider. Colbert's commentary has always leaned liberal, but in today's deeply polarized climate, even mild satire can become a lightning rod. The upcoming election season promises to be one of the most contentious in history, and Colbert seems ready to dive in headfirst. He thrives in political chaos, says cultural commentator Jason Lin. He's never better than when there's something real at stake. And that makes him dangerous to people who like their comedy safe. In fact, Colbert's reinvigorated approach might be as much a response to national politics as it is to CBS politics. With the 2024 election season heating up, he sees an opportunity, perhaps even a responsibility, to push harder, speak louder, and reach further. If that puts him in conflict with the corporate structure that houses him, well, so be it. This isn't the first time a late-night host has clashed with their network. David Letterman famously butted heads with executives throughout his career. Conan O'Brien's departure from NBC remains one of the most talked-about shakeups in TV history. In some ways, Colbert's current trajectory feels like a mix of both, a simmering tension building toward an inevitable, dramatic climax. What remains to be seen is how CBS will respond. Will they try to rein him in, potentially risking a PR disaster? Or will they let him run wild, hoping that the ratings boost outweighs the controversy? Or, perhaps most radically, will they call his bluff and pull the plug early? If they do, it won't be without consequence. Colbert's loyal fanbase is already rallying behind him, flooding social media with messages of support and speculation. Hashtags like #FreeColbert and #LetHimSpeak have begun to trend, signaling just how much sway he still holds with viewers. One thing's for certain. The days of playing it safe are over. For better or worse, Colbert is going full throttle. Whether CBS chooses to ride with him or hit the brakes could determine not just the future of The Late Show, but the future of late night itself. And in true Colbert fashion, he doesn't seem too concerned about the outcome. As he said in a recent sign-off, with a smirk and a wink, "Whatever happens next, just know, it's gonna be interesting." In the days following Colbert's now infamous quip, "What are they gonna do, fire me?" his audience has only grown more energized. Social media exploded with clips, commentary, and speculation about his future. Far from walking it back, Colbert doubled down in subsequent shows, taking even bolder jabs at both CBS and the political establishment. It's as if he's daring anyone to challenge him, and so far, no one has stepped forward.